We're now in class number 12, studying Ramchal's Sefer Mesilas Yesharim, and we are at the very, very end of Perek Aleph, the first Perek of Chovaso Shel Adam Be'olamo, a person's obligation in his world. Ramchal has explained the purpose of creation. He summed it all up for us. The purpose of the mitzvos. And now he's going to hit us with a takeaway. V'hinei achar she'yodan zois. And after we know all of this, Novin miyad chomei mitzvos ashalinu v'yikara avodas asher biyadenu. Now we understand the severity of the mitzvos and the preciousness of the avodah that is in our hands. This is what's going to bring us to true perfection, to true completion. That without them, we would never be able to achieve. Once we know that this purpose can only be reached through the power of gathering together all of these means and utilizing every tool that is at our disposal, and to the extent to which we use these tools will be the extent to which we are successful in that purpose. Every nuance, every slight difference to how good of a job we did, it will be very clearly apparent when we finally arrive at that ultimate destination. So then, obviously, the precision we need to have with our mitzvahs has to be ultimate precision. Just as there's tremendous precision with weighing the gold, measuring precious diamonds. Why? Because they're so valuable. Every tiny little drop, every ounce of gold is worth so much money. So you're not going to be haphazard. You're going to be tremendously precise. The result of the mitzvos is the ultimate. It's the most valuable in the entire world, more valuable than gold and silver and diamonds, and more valuable than the most wonderful vacation, the most luxurious home or car. What we learn from this is the purpose of our creation, the purpose of our placement in this world is to perform mitzvos and to stand up to the tests that are thrown our way. All those pleasures of the world, they should only be utilized to aid us in those endeavors. A person should have nachas ruach, they should have yishuv hadas. They should have the energy, the relaxed state of mind to be able to really do mitzvahs and delve into Torah properly. Now, these are important words of Ramchal. He does not say that you should only utilize this world for your very bare basic necessities so that you should have enough calories to get through the day, and that's it. Scorched earth, salt and bread and water. He does not say that. What Ramchal does say is, V'shielo nachas ruach v'yishuv hadas. A little bit of enjoyment so that you don't feel stressed. You don't feel burdened. You don't feel stretched. That is the way you should utilize this world. Once you cross that line to, you're not really getting any benefit from this. It's not giving you a more peaceful mentality. That's not what this is. This is just indulgence. That's where you cross the line. That's not what this world is meant for. But more than stale bread and salt and water, that's appropriate. That's appropriate, says Ramchal. If it will afford you the nachas ruach and the yishuv hadas, that it'll give you that freeness of mind to be able to do what you need to do in Torah and mitzvahs. A person should constantly only be turning to Hashem. Should have no other purpose in life. With every action that they do. Every action should be for the purpose of getting closer to Hashem and breaking down those barriers between the person and his creator. That is all the material aspects of the world and anything associated with that. Until the person reaches the point that they're following after Hashem like a magnet after iron. Anything that a person recognizes as a means to this end, run after it. Grab it and don't let go. Is anything that's going to withhold you, run the other way like you're running from the fire, says Ramchal. The pasuk says, my soul cleaves after you, your right hand supports me. Kevin should be also the olam eina el tachlis. Since coming to this world is only for this purpose. Tanal hasik is a kurva azois b'moltu nafsho mikol meneha mafsida. V'hinei concludes Ramchal. Achish yodana v'izbar etzalinu amitas klal. Once this is, we know, we've clarified the truth of these matters. Yeshalnu lachik or al pratav. Now we have to examine the details. From the very beginning to the very end. Sidram Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. Just as Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair laid out for us b'mayim shelo in his statement, which we mentioned it before in the Hagdama, Shevanu b'kvar b'Hagdama Seinu v'heim hazahirus, hazrizos, hanakios, haprishos, hatahara, hachasidus, hanova, yirsachet v'kedusha. These step-by-step process. Now we have to analyze it. And now, says Ramchal, we're ready. Now we're ready to launch into Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair step by step.